Today we'll see some more examples of if and for. Okay. Yesterday we have done until this if statement, and then hyphen a. We can add and or hyphen o for or, hyphen a for and. This either any of one condition is true, then it will execute this condition. If all the conditions are false, then only it executes. In the or case, and case means same like of set. Okay, if and means if all conditions are true, then only it will execute. If all conditions are false, three conditions are false, only it will run. I1O will also work. Too many arguments here. Okay. No, we need to copy from starting. That's why it didn't work. We don't have AB values now. That's why it is coming. See AB values. What is the A value? What is the B value? The script should know. You see, if any one value is true, it will be this condition get executed. If all the conditions, this condition A value greater than 10, B value less than 100, or A value less than 50, any one, all the conditions fails, then only it will execute. This is the -o, -o option. There will be some other like this. Instead of -o, this will also work, I feel. This is also and kind of thing. Okay, let's try this way also. This is and any suppose this is less than 10. Let's let it be. Okay, this condition fails. $A less than 10. No, $A is greater than 10. Okay, that's why this condition fails. It should we'll get this output. Let's see how this works. Other programming language, this will work. C, Java, Python, any language. Okay. Line 5, something is missing. Okay, you need to consider this also. Some terminals or some shells, people use this as and. Okay, you this also and. Okay, it's checking the multiple conditions. Okay, or also this they may put like this piping symbols or. Okay, be careful. This will also work for some kernels, not kernels, sorry, some shells. Okay, not only bash, KSH, some other operating system, this will also work. Okay, Fedora, Red Hat, all those areas. Okay, next if condition will be, suppose I am running some command, some shell script I have done, I am running. Okay, I am running this shell script. After I want to know whether the script is run successfully or not. Dollar question mark we have already discussed in special commands, special operators, something. Okay, there we have discussed here. This dollar question mark will checks the previous immediately previous command should execute successfully or not. If dollar question mark equal to 0 means this command will be executed successfully. Otherwise, some exception throws. Let's see how it runs. I'm just creating another script. I'm just checking that $1. I'm running a shell script inside shell script. I'm running this shell script inside this 2.sh. We can run shell script, number of shell scripts. Okay, there is no issue. First, yeah, it looks command run successfully. Let's see some other checks. Okay, okay. 2 by 0 means what is the value of 2 by 0? Infinite. Infinite means undefined. So that it will. This may not work. Let me check. This is some runtime exception. It will come. Division by 0. This will be the expected exception. Okay, let's run this one. Whether it runs successful or it throws exception. Let's see. See, the command throws exception. Correct. This was executed, whereas previously the script went fine. Okay, you want to check whether the script is executed correctly or not. Suppose something like return value. Script usually return some return. Okay, vi in this case return 1. Return 1 means there is an error. If you make a return 0, there is no error. Return 0. Return 0 means script executed successfully. Return 1 means script throws some error. Okay, this is what it is. Mm, in this case, this a is not equal to b. This will execute now. Let's see. I'm running a script inside script, not this one. You can give something like this, or you can put a full path also. You can run, no issue at all. You can put like this also. Okay, you can run a shell script inside a script. Okay, I am checking whether the previous script is executed fine or not. You see, based on the return statement only, the script we can write execute. We can write script went fine or not. You can return only, okay, sorry. This will be exit 0, exit 1, not return. Only function only returns, no? Function only do return. Whereas program will do only exit 0, exit 1. Exit 0 means program um, closed without error. Exit 1 means program exit with error, some error. That is called exit. Let's see. See, command throws exception. This is called exception we got. Let's give the proper thing. Let's this exit 1 got executed now. Now let's see exit 0. I can give the true statement. This all conditions are true. I'm running this one. Still A is not equal to B. Line 5 missing something. Wait. A is not equal to B. How come? Okay, let's give 30. Now A equal to B. Now I am running the second script. Command run successfully. This is called exit, correctly exited. This is the second script. What is second script? I am running this 1.sh, that previous this script I have run. There the exit code is 0. This exit is 0. That's why when dollar question mark this value exit 0, exit 1 will capture this dollar question mark. If dollar question mark is 0 means command run successfully. If the dollar question mark is 1 means command throws exception. Okay, this is how you can keep exit status in the check the exit status. You can keep the exit status like this and then check in the dollar question mark place. Okay, this is these are some more if statements. Yesterday we have discussed that file exist or not. This one and or. Okay, see, this is also or. This is different kind of or. I have showed you now this and or will work here. This is the way. This is the place you can try like this. Double brackets. Another different type of syntax. Okay, let's run this one. This is a dollar $n. Enter n value equal to 15 and or dollar $n equals to 45. Then you won the game. Otherwise, you will lose the game. Okay, this is or statement. Okay, let's run this one. Enter any number 45. You won the game. You see, I equal to 45. Any one condition success. This is also another kind of or. Where how can we write the same kind of like this? You can also write the similar kind of things. Let me write that if condition. Okay, this is single line comment. If I can keep as it is same, I am putting hyphen o in between. This will also work. That is another way of writing if condition. This is also another way of writing if condition. This is comment. This will not execute. Okay. Enter a number 45. You won the game. I can write 44. You lost the game. Okay. Both will work. Either you put this line or this line. Okay. I will comment this line. I'll try with this line. Both will work. SH, you lost the game. Let's give 15. 15 means this will success. You won the game. See, $n value, whatever the given number, if the value is 15, then this will exit and this will execute. 15 or 45. Okay, the given number. What is this mean? The number either equal to 15 or equal to 45. This is or. Number equal to 15 or number equal to 45. Then you won the game. Then you lose the game. Okay, this is some kind of lottery kind of thing. Okay, lottery ticket. There are 1,000 members lottery is there. Each people got at that day we got only two numbers. 15th number if any person got, or 45 number if any person got, they got lottery, they won. Then that is if condition we keep. If any person got 15 or 45, they won the game, they won the lottery, something like kind of thing. Okay, strings we'll do later. Let's go to for loop. Okay. Okay. Day before yesterday, yesterday we tried this examples. Okay. This will also work. You try like this also. We can try. This is for counter equals to 10, counter greater than 0, counter minus minus. Means first counter equals to 10. Again, it will loop here, and then it is a counter greater than 0. Yes, counter value is 10. Counter greater than 0 means true. After true, it will again counter minus minus means 10 minus minus 10 minus 1. Okay, that means counter minus minus means just one decrease the this counter value. 10 minus 1 9. Again it will print first to 10, again 9, again it will go to here, again that 9 value greater than 10, 9 minus minus 9 will print here, 9 minus minus means 8. Again 8, 8 greater than 0 true, again it go, again print, again 7 it will go, it print, again 6 print, again 5 print, again 4, again 3 2 1, again 0. 0 means if this condition fails, loop exit, loop will not run. Okay, it will not go to inside this. Okay, let's run this. Let's do another example. Instead of count equal to 0, we will try count equals to some other thing. You see 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. As soon as 0 comes, it will end. Let's do some more examples, similar kind of thing for better understanding. I am trying like this. Counter equals to 0, counter less than 20, counter plus plus. Now what it will do? Counter equals to 0. It will print the counter. And then counter less than 20, correct? No? Then it will print. Counter plus plus means 0 plus plus means 0 plus 1. Here minus minus means 6 minus minus equals to 5. Similar kind of thing. Here 6 plus plus means 7. Okay, similar kind of 5. Even 5 plus plus means 6. Incrementing. It will increase 1. Increase by 1. Okay. Is it decrease by 1? Minus minus means decrease by 1. Plus plus means increase by 1. Now in this case, what will we get? From 0 to 20 less than 20. 0 to 19 all numbers should print here in this case. Here 10 to 1. Here 0 to 19 it will print. You see? See 0 to 19 it is printing. Correct? First counter equals to 0 it is printing. Counter less than 20 true. That's why it is echo it is printing. Okay, counter plus plus means 1. 1. It is less than 20. Correct. Then print this one and then counter equal to counter plus plus. Again 2. If the 2 is less than 20, correct. Then 2 printed and then counter plus plus means 3. Like that it will print all. Okay. Next thing is nested for loop. Nested loop. Nested loop means loop inside loop called nested loop. Nested if inside if called nested if. Instead of this we can keep nested if also. Yeah, inside this you can keep nested if also. How can we keep nested if? I can delete this one. You can keep again if. This is if inside if. If inside if. This is nested if. Okay, this will also work. First of all, it will check this condition. Again, if this condition success, then it will come to here. If this condition success only, you will get this. If this condition fails, it will execute only this. That's it. Nothing is there. I can try also. If this condition success only, it will come to inside if, another if. And then if this condition success only, it will execute. It's already if this condition is success na, then it won't come to else. Okay, let's run this one. It will run definitely 100% nested if. You see A equal to B. See all conditions. This condition as well as this condition. All conditions success. That's why we got A equal to B. this condition success. Okay, this is called nested if. If you write if inside if means nested if, same kind of thing. If you write for inside for, nested for. Okay, nested loop, that's what nested loop. Okay, right now single for we did. Then next thing is nested for. Let's do some nested for. This is one loop. Okay, now I want to do similar kind of loop. Okay, this is the main for, this is for, and then this is the do done. This is just I want to print a slash n here. Okay, this is counter. Counter means C1, counter 1. This is counter 1. This is counter 1. This is counter 2. This is counter 2. Counter 2. I want to print counter 2. Okay, how this will print? This will print first of all counter equals 0, counter less than 6, counter plus plus. First time counter equals to 0, then counter less than 6, yeah, it is true. Then it will execute second for. Again counter equals 0, counter less than 6, counter plus plus means okay, only these things it will print 0 to 5, correct? Again second time counter equals to 1. Second time again it will print 0 to 5. Third time it will print 0 to 5. Fourth time it will print 0 to 5. This is some kind of logic behind this. Okay, by default if I run this one, what it will print, let's see. I'm running only this line. Okay, I have this or the output of this is 0 1 2 3 4 5, correct? After this I am putting slash n, means this is executing 0 to 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6 times it is executing. No, why I want from 0? I want to start with 1. Yeah, you can start with 1 2 3 anyway as you wish. There is no question at all. There is no issue at all. Let's run this one. It will run 1 to 5. I'm just copy paste. This is some programming logic. Wherever you go, whatever the programming language, C, Java, .NET, anything, this thing will come. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5. Yeah, this will also print. Okay, now in this case, first for 1 to 6, 1 to 5. This let's run entire thing. Loop inside loop, nested loop. You see, it is coming like this. First iteration, C1 equals to 1, C1 less than 6, true. Then it will run first iteration. The C1 equals to 1 iteration. Then C1 equals to 2 iteration. C1 equals to 3, this iteration. If C1 equal to 4, this is true. C1 less than 6. This is the C1 equal to 5. C1 equal to 6, like this. Okay, if you want to know what is C1, okay, let's see. I'll keep C1 here. Now C2 I kept. That's why the value of C2 only print here. Now I kept C1. C1 means C1 equal to 1 means 5 times that 1 should print here. C1 equal to means 2, output of 2 will print 5 times like this. Okay, let's run this one. I just changed this value of C2 to C1. Okay, earlier we printed only C2. That's why C2 value is printed. Now C1 values how it prints. See, you see all ones. At a time C1 equals to 1. It is print all ones, all 6 ones. This is all C1 done. C1 plus plus means 2. Again, this is success. Then C1. First time, what is the value of C1? 2. Second time also 2. 3, 4, 5, 6 times. 5 times it will print 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I want to come like this triangle shape. Okay. Then C2 less than C1. You can keep like this. C2 less than C1. Right now C1 equals to 1. It will print only one time. If C2 is equal to 2 means it will print 2 times. Let's do some triangle example. See, it is coming like this. 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5. I can keep equal to better. Then it will print 1 also. This is some typical one. If you understand this, then enter computer logics, you can understand. You see 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. No, I want like this 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like this. Then you can put instead of C1 value, you can keep C2. If I change the value of C2, then it will print 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 1. Again 1, 2. Again 1, 2, 3. Again 1, 2, 3, 4. Again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It will print. You see 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this is called some printing triangles. You can print triangle this way also. Just give some space. 1. Again just a space. 1, 2. Something like this. 1, 2, 3. 1. This can be possible. You can try like this also. 1. This one already done. 1, 1, 2, 3. This one already done. This one also possible. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. 4, 5, 5. This will also possible. You can make this as a. You can also make this. Then for this, what shall we do? Let's do. Okay, let's do this example for. Okay. In this, I am printing this output now. Okay, for our printing this output, I am making C1 less than 6, C2 less than 6. Okay. if dollar C1, let's see how what kind of output it will come. Either this or this. This will not come, either this will come. Okay, let's see this. Oh, some different way of rating coming. See, echo hyphen n means it will print side by side. If you don't give echo hyphen n, it will come to new line. Okay, this is this thing we need to consider. Let's try running this. I'm just changing this thing. Okay, you can practice like this. You will get some other output. Same output it is coming. Hyphen n means just printing without new line. Okay, make sure that that is why space should The space is not coming here. $C1 less than C2. Until that we'll give space. Mm, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this is the problem we are just keeping. I'll keep inside else. It will work. It should work now. See, it is printing this one, but else part also it is printing. Okay, this if we keep else, if this condition true only, this will print. Otherwise, it will print this one. I think it should get. This is some different structure it is giving. Something it will come. Okay, need to practice better. Let's run this one. See, there are some different structure came, correct? I kept 6 instead of 6. You can need to give 5. See, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is one type of thing. This is another type of output. If I keep this thing inside this, let's see how it works. Something will come. You see, it is coming like this. If instead of this C2 equals to 1, C2 less than 6, C2 plus plus, then it will print different way. it is printing different way. If you keep this two here, it will print in different ways. Okay, nested for I think for loop we have completed. Let's see if any is pending for loop. Yesterday we have completed. Okay.